Hi, my name is Scott Lamlein. I'm Director of Music at St. John's and Artistic Director of the Music at the Red Door concert series. And welcome again to my basement. So glad you've joined us for our most recent online pop-up Pipes Alive concert here from St. John's Music at the Red Door, but here in my basement at my home organ. You can see I've made a couple of little changes. I want to give a little shout out to my next door neighbor Josh, who had an extra webcam. And so now we have the pedal cam down here on the bottom corner. So you'll be able to watch the pedal action and the pieces that are coming up. And to celebrate that occasion, I have worn my pizza slice socks. Usually on Wednesday for choir rehearsal, I try to wear something fun on the feet, and so that's what it is. I'll also note that these are my backup organ shoes that I've had since the 90s. And so the soles are semi-attached. So we're going to hope for the best as we go along today with that situation. As always, these concerts are a benefit, and so I hope that you'll look through the information in the description below or above, depending on whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, to our benefit for Journey Home, Food Share, and Loaves and Fishes, which are really important ministries in the greater Hartford area for folks in need. And as I've said before, folks often come to St. John's for help, and we're able to help them a little bit, not really enough. And with our doors closed now, we're not able to help them at all. So your making a donation to one of those organizations would really help the folks in need who are living in areas surrounding our church, and there are a lot of them. So please give generously as you can. We are having another concert next week with the fabulous Krista Rakesh, and I hope you'll join us for that. And we're working on a whole new list of concerts for the month of May. And that's actually a very exciting thing. We'll have some special guests for the concerts in May. I'm also going to note that we have just announced that the two remaining normal Pipes Alive concerts, and I'm saying normal with finger quotes because they will still be virtual and online concerts, but they will take place at St. John's, featuring Michelle Horsley and Benjamin Straley on the first Sundays of May and June at 12:30. Those will take place. We're excited to present those at those times from the sanctuary at St. John's on the fabulous Austin organ that I get to play every week. So look out for those. They'll be coming up. Subscribe to us on YouTube so you can get alerts. Follow us on Facebook if you're not already. And sign up to be on our email list. All those links are available for you in our description. Today I'm playing Mendelssohn and Johnson. This sonata by Mendelssohn is one of my very absolute favorite pieces of music. And it's really a piece for Holy Week, a piece for Easter, a resurrection sonata, if you will. And following that, I will continue the celebration with the Johnson trumpet tune, which is a very exciting and just plain old happy, bouncy, light, joyful piece of music. A great way to end this beautiful day and to be in our Easter season. But the Mendelssohn is a great piece of music that it's sort of a Holy Week encapsulated. It starts out with a dramatic and exciting hymn / march feel. And that takes us it's sort of the Palm Sunday. We have an exciting moment that is triumphant and yet tinged with this we're heading somewhere not so good. It's followed by a fugue that has two themes that are the first one is really rather sinister sounding. And while that's going on, the tune, Out of the Depths, I Cry Out to Thee, appears in the pedal. So if you know that hymn, you heard it just then. It'll be a little bit buried, and if you hear it at the bass, you'll recognize it. It just weaves its way through this fugal theme, all the way through. Another fugue theme comes in that just sounds like we're running away. We're scared of everything that's going on. And And those themes fight it out for several pages, and I hope you'll be pulling through for me during that time because they're difficult. They fight it out through this whole time, and it builds to a grand climax, and finally it's the pedal that takes the win and brings us to that very exciting final theme. But after that happens, which is like a beautiful sunrise at the end of all this turmoil, Mendelssohn gives us one more movement, and not the typical sonata ending loud. This is one of his songs without words, or like it. One of those melodies on quiet celestes that you hope to hear when you make it to heaven. So it's a beautiful piece of music. Thanks for joining us today. I'll stop talking and play now. Thanks very much again for coming.